Hello, everyone. Over the last few days, there is a controversy that is raging. In fact, there has been a lot of discussion that is happening over the nude photo shoot of superstar Ranveer Singh. We have the complainant with us, advocate Vedika Chaubey, another lawyer, actor, and activist also, Kasturi. Shankar, thank you so much. Let's discuss this. Has that photo shoot really hurt sentiments as Vedika is alleging, or is this some form of art as the actor and those backing the actor are saying? I'm going to begin with you, Kasturi. Uh, the FIR has been registered under various sections, which includes IPC 509, which has to do with gesture or act intended to insult the modesty of a woman. Vedika finds that insulting the modesty of a woman as a woman herself. Many say that's a valid argument. What's your defense?
Okay, as someone who has a little bit of experience with the law and its loopholes and its enforcement, I'm going to start with one thing. You were talking about whether it is art or is it, offensive. Let's go to art first. It's certainly not art. I mean, it's very unimaginative for people to. It's a cop out. When you don't have anything else to do, you let your pants down, and then it makes a lot of news, and that's what's happening right now. So it's not necessarily art, but at least we have to look at it as an effort to be artistic because it was classily shot. It's not a sexually explicit action or something that has been done deliberately with intent to outrage the modesty of a woman for two reasons. Number one, it was in a photo shoot. It was not done on a road or somewhere targeting women like in Kerala. School students were targeted in a park. A guy came out, another actor actually, he came out and flashed them. So those are deliberate attempts to enrage the modesty, and that is deliberate indecent exposure. This is a photo shoot. You have a choice to not see it. You have a choice. Nobody in India is forced to go on social media. Nobody in India is forced to. It's not compulsory to watch television. It's not compulsory to go and see Ranveer's photo. It's a photo shoot. It was done in a workplace. It was done by professionals doing their work. Number one. Number two, outraging the modesty of women would apply if it was done where the target victims are women. This photo is available for men can see this photo. So there is no law in India which says outraging the modesty of men, because men are never outraged. There is no modesty to outrage. They can watch any number of nudes, male, female nudes. We can watch pornographic movies on any given device.
So this doesn't really qualify as pornography according to you, and this has been done as more of a professional move, perhaps
it's more of a professional publicity move. It's a photo. Yes, it's naked. It's not a crime to be naked in India.
Publicity stunt.
Vedika. Not a stunt. People have done it before. Unimaginative at best, not unimaginative at worst, but certainly not offensive, because why would you take offense? Nudity is not new to India.
Okay. Vedika.
See, first of all, I would like to say that Kasturi ji just said he has not done it to outrage the modesty of a woman. Of course, he has done it. Why these porn sites are banned in India? We live in a country where cultures and traditions comes first before anything. So we cannot allow any person, whether it is Ranveer Singh, whether it is some wo road ka koi chhapra type koi ladka, we cannot allow anyone to click pictures and to roam around without any clothes. Right?
Madam, Madam, by that logic, if nobody can roam without clothes, is that a legal point that you're talking about, or is that a cultural perception? Because I don't know if you've looked around in India, there are people who roam around with clothes. I want to come up with an episode which is a true story. Just last week, in where I live in my city, on the pavement, there was a lady with no clothes on, begging. She was clearly not herself, and we had to. Nobody was even helping her. I had to go give her some clothes. So
Kasturi,
it
because
is
she is the
poverty.
complainant.
It is
Because she is the
poverty.
complainant, I'm trying to understand, because these sections talk about obscenity. If
But
it
they
is
don't
pure
talk about
obscenity,
nudity. In no part of
But
in the
nudity is
Indian
also
Penal Code,
nudity.
indecent exposure is there, outraging modesty is there. But
okay,
is there
okay,
any
but
law point which says
no,
nudity is
but
obscenity? It's not
you know,
there.
okay. But Vedika, this applies to, how does it really intrude an
See,
individual's privacy? Because
I
this
just want
IPC
to
section 509 talks about intruding upon the privacy of such women. How
correct,
does it
correct.
intrude my privacy? Because if a woman is watching that photo shoot or photograph of Ranveer Singh, she is opting to do so. It's
See,
not being
he
shown to
is
her if she is
having,
not willing.
yes,
कि मुझे मत दिखाओ लेकिन मैं देखना
very
चाहती
true,
नहीं हूँ.
very true. He is having 14 million followers on his Twitter account, and I'm one of them. If I'll go to Twitter, I'll go anywhere. I'm a working lady. I go outside. I browse internet for news. I'm seeing it everywhere. So when I went to Twitter for updates and all, I saw his pictures, and he was on Insta also. So if he is representing India, he is superstar. He should have some ethics to follow, some responsibility that he should follow. At least I am not representing the woman like I don't know, extra modern woman, but I am representing a woman who even at these times also, who is not allowed to wear sleeveless dresses. They cannot wear dresses below above knee. I'm representing those women who are educated, but they want to know their rights. They want to stand for their right.
लेकिन वेदिका, इसमें ये भी तो सवाल उठेगा ना कि आप अगर फॉलोअर हैं उनकी इंस्टा की या ट्विटर की फॉलोअर हैं, तो वो तो ऑप्शनल है. That is like you choose to follow certain people because he is a
Correct, because
superstar,
मैं उनको
and you have the option of not following him.
And may I butt in here, Marya, एक minute.
मैं उनको ऑलरेडी फॉलो कर रही हूँ.
हाँ,
और मेरे
आप
सामने वो
उनको
pictures
फॉलो
आए.
करते हैं तो आपको पता होगा कि Ranveer is a little bit quirky also. When he wears
But
clothes
I
also
never
we
knew.
comment
I
about
have
it.
not
अभी तो कुछ
expected
नहीं
him
पहना
to
तब भी हम
go
comment कर
nude.
रहे हैं.
करेक्ट, बट उन्होंने ये कभी बताया नहीं कि वो ऐसे 100% क्लोथलेस होके वो ऐसा फोटो निकालेंगे और शेयर करेंगे.
No, but then where can we draw the line for outrage?
I don't know.
I can be outraged by people wearing a certain kind of clothing also. I'll be pissed because somebody is wearing camouflage, somebody is wearing something. It is inappropriate dressing in a, you know.
If you must have seen his one of the pictures जिसमें वो black color का he has wore that underwear. That is fine. Even if underwear का ad होता
That
है,
is your limit, na. That is your limit. That's your personal limit. How can you say you can? There are many people. You say you're representing women across the country who don't have the right or the opportunity to wear a sleeveless, or they are not modern. They are more
We live in
conservative.
a country.
So
I told we live in a
technically, my
country.
grandmother didn't wear a blouse. She only wore a sari. वो blouse पहनती ही नहीं.
But वो सब
My
cover
own
कर रहे थे
grandmother.
ना.
So
Cover
you're
कर
going to
रहे थे
call her
ना.
modern or conservative?
No, हमने आदिवासी को भी देखा है कस्तूरी जी. आदिवासी के पास भी बहुत
हाँ.
कपड़े नहीं होते थे, बट
हाँ.
होते थे कपड़े. बट उनके पास वो शर्म थी. I felt ashamed. It was not. I didn't like it the way it was posted, and he did just for the publicity, just for earning money.
Of course, he's an actor. Posing तो उसका काम बनता है ना.
He cannot ashame women. He is a responsible person. He should act in a responsible
How
manner.
has he shamed? I don't understand how he has shamed a woman. If we don't have to see that picture, na.
I'm getting number of messages, number of calls of females saying you have done a very good job and we are with you.
No, I agree with there is always people who have different viewpoints. But what about all the women who don't mind looking at it? What about all the women who just don't care about what he did?
Personal pictures. We are not interested. Maximum females in the society, they don't want to see him like this.
लेकिन वेदिका जी
इससे
Vedika,
legal problem क्या बनता?
when he posts pictures of himself with Deepika Padukone, his wife, there are several pictures they have posted of their holidays also. It may not, seem very palatable to a number of people. Are we arguing this from cultural point of view, that India in general is a very conservative society? We should look at it from that perspective. Because legally, I'm looking for an argument which holds against Ranveer Singh. What is the legal argument against him, ma'am?
See, I'll just, if you allow, I will just read the section. I'm sure you must be having that. See, it says, whoever intending to insult the modesty of any woman utters any word, makes any sound or gesture, or exhibits any object intending that such word or sound shall be heard, or that such
Neither a word has been uttered here, nor a sound has been made here.
It's a photo, you can't make sound.
Gesture has been done now.
What object has he shown? He hasn't even shown any objects now.
He has
not shown any pictures. He's just lying on a carpet.
I'll send you his video and photo if you want. I have those pictures.
Yes, we all have those pictures. We've seen those.
Yeah, so that is option, of course. I don't know. Many people are supporting him. That's fine.
You don't have to like it. I understand that it shocked you. And it was done to shock. Definitely, there is a shock value that's intended. I understand you don't like it. But how is it different? How is it different from somebody wearing clothes that are inappropriate? See, I would be more shocked. In India, it is illegal to wear gods in an insulting, derogatory manner. So we have to, there are degrees. Sometimes FIRs are filed on people. Jootem pe, they have God pictures and all. And then, you have to, there is outrage about it. But still, you can't stop somebody from wearing a pendant of God. You can't say, kapde mein God ka picture nahi ho sakta. So it's a very difficult and very interpretive law. It's not even a law. There is no law where nudity is condemned. You know why?
Okay.
Because if you say nudity is illegal, then a lot of sections of Indian society who are nude for religious reasons, for cultural reasons, will end up being forced to change their way of life. So nudity is sanctioned in Indian culture and law. That's the problem.
I do not see anyone roaming naked 100% in a
Kya
naked
baat kar rahe hain,
position.
ji? Our father of the nation was ridiculed as a half-naked fakir by people who didn't understand this particular cultural ethos of our country.
No, we should not compare Mahatma Gandhi with Ranveer
I'm not
Singh.
comparing him with anybody. I'm saying, you said you have not seen anyone without clothes. Our father of the nation gave up his clothes in solidarity with the farmer from Tamil Nadu. That is the story. He gave up his clothes. Clothes are not the culture of India. The ancient, see the
Kasturi, the
Apsara
point I think,
in
the
temples
point being made
are
by
very
Vedika
cute and
here
not
is,
clothes.
How can you compare Mahatma Gandhi with Ranveer Singh?
I've not
Kasturi, the
compared
point
Mahatma
being-
Gandhi with anyone. I've not compared him with anyone. Please don't say that. I've not compared him with
Kasturi,
anyone.
the point being made by Vedika here is that actors such as him have greater responsibility in terms of their conduct. And
No.
is not him behaving irresponsibly, right, Vedika?
Public personalities, do they have a dress code? Is there a dress code for public personalities? There isn't.
No.
And I'm answering, I'm bringing up the Gandhi example, I'm not comparing it with Ranveer. I'm bringing it up because Mrs. Chaubey said she has not seen anyone naked in India, when in Haridwar, there are festivals where you see throngs of Aghoris, throngs of Digambari saints. There are men and women being naked for religious and cultural reasons. You yourself talked about Adivasis. This is not, it is all contextual.
One section.
रणवीर का नंगापन बुरा लग रहा है.
100% बुरा लग रहा है, मुझे लगना चाहिए और बहुत सारी औरतों को लग रहा है.
हाँ, तो इसमें legal problem क्या है? What is the crime he has committed?
Okay.
It's not sexual assault now. It's not.
One moment. Yes. One section is IPC 293, which talks about whoever sells, lets to hire, distributes, exhibits, or circulates to any person under the age of 20 years any such obscene object. My question to you, Vedika, is that this is not distribution per se. This is an actor who is in a photo shoot, has chosen to take this role for attention. You may say it, he may be
Why he is
experimenting
charging
with some
money?
form.
Why
Milind
he
Soman
is
has done it
charging
in the
money?
past.
Why he is charging money for that? He is being paid for that photo.
We don't know that. We don't know
Of
that though.
course, of course.
We
You
don't know
can
that. I did a
you can
breastfeeding
clarify.
shoot where my breasts were exposed because obviously I'm nursing a child, and I did it as a social service initiative in a foreign country. People illegally shared those images in India, and just like you, they assumed that I have been paid to expose myself when absolutely that's not the truth. I think for actors,
Can
course,
you
photos
really say that
करना तो
he
काम
doesn't know?
बनता
He
है.
doesn't know about this
If he has
picture?
been paid, he has been paid by a private party, and the photos are not even meant for public distribution. You should be suing the people who are
He
illegally
has,
sharing the photos with you.
Kasturi ji, he shared these pictures on his official account. So
Which
that means he is doing it by
has he
intention.
shared? Has he shared information that he has been paid, or is that an assumption?
No, that is
Are you
okay.
assuming it?
No, I don't know.
You
Of
don't
course,
know.
this
Okay,
is
So we can't talk about that.
okay,
we can
okay.
talk
Because
about
I
it. He
started
can,
this discussion with
he's the
Kasturi, let me
actor
give the
and
final
he
words to
will be
Vedika.
paid. He must have been paid for this.
He must have been
Vedika,
paid as an assumption,
You can
or
clarify from your sources.
even
You
if he
can
is
clarify
paid,
from your sources.
even if he is paid to pose nude, then that becomes a work offer for him that he has accepted and he
No,
has
he
done it.
cannot.
And
If
sharing
he
his
wants,
work photos with you may
okay,
be offensive to you. But how is that a legal crime? How is it
yes,
a
okay,
sexual crime?
okay,
if
How is
I'm
it
a
an assault?
woman, I'm
okay.
representing
How does
myself
it
and
qualify? Okay, Vedika, since you are representing yourself and you found your modesty and
yes,
sentiment being
I felt
outraged,
ashamed.
I'm just trying
That
to
is why,
understand how. Please
yes,
go ahead. Hmm. Go ahead,
I
explain. How did it really outrage the modesty or sentiment of a woman such as you?
see, I know being a family lawyer and I was a journalist for around 12 years. I've met number of females, ठीक है. बट इस तरह का जो भी तरीका होता है, जो काम होता है, जो हम बात करते हैं आपस में, जो डिस्कशन होता है, वो उससे यही समझ में आता है कि सच थिंग्स आर नॉट एक्सेप्टेबल. Though there is, article 19 says कि इसका मतलब there is expression of speech and ये हमको मिलता है freedom of expression and speech, but still that doesn't allow someone to go nude, someone to click pictures without any clothes and put it
Is
live
this
for
only, is it, are
सबसे
you talking
offensive
about
क्या था?
only India or entire world?
Is
It's
this
not allowed in
nudity
India.
offensive?
only about India. I stay here. I'm Indian. I'm completely 100% Indian. So I will speak on behalf of for India. I don't bother about what is going around world and everywhere. If he has done it in UK, London, I don't mind.
If he has done it for an American publication,
That is okay. But he is Indian. His citizenship is Indian. So
oh, so
I have.
Indian
So,
citizens cannot do this anywhere in the world.
They can do. But Indian, he has shared it on his Twitter account. That is seen by. That is followed
because
by
he's an
millions.
Indian actor, that is what
Millions
she's
of.
saying. But then, how much will you pursue this case? I'm trying to understand, because if it doesn't really hold legally.
It is legal. Now let's go in. We'll see in court what happens. In past also there have been many such cases. भले उनको bail मिल गई है, but they got a lesson. Otherwise,
Oh,
अगर
so you're
इसमें
teaching
lesson नहीं
Ranveer Singh a
मिलेगा,
lesson. The intention is
100%.
to teach him
I
a
have a
lesson.
doubt.
Okay, one moment.
I-
Kasturi, one moment. Let her finish. Yes. So what your intention is that this Ranveer Singh should be taught a lesson. And lesson is
Yes,
what? That he should
he
not
should
pose
apologize
nude
in
in
public.
future.
He should apologize in public. He should say that he will not do such acts again. He
Okay.
should.
Kasturi, quickly make your point. Yes.
No, my doubt is if Ranveer is guilty of some kind of sexual offense, as we are discussing now, if he is guilty of something illegal, then does that make all the people who actually appreciate this or have covertly been seeing it, all the men and women who don't have a problem with it, are they all accomplices? Are they all also complicit in this crime now? Are we
Okay,
all?
quickly,
Are we going to
okay,
punish
respond to that.
everybody?
So how do you respond
What
to
about
all
the
those who have
photographer?
perhaps
What
seen
about
this
the
Someone
and they're
wants
okay
publication?
to
with it?
see, if someone wants to see him naked, he can create some website and anyone can go and check his pictures. Why
हाँ
on
वही तो
social
ट्विटर अकाउंट में
media?
किया
Why
ना.
on public? Why on public?
All
Twitter
right.
and
All
Instagram
right.
has no age bar.
What about the publication? What about the photographer? What about the makeup women?
Which,
All the people involved in this now are all criminals.
who I didn't say who is criminal. मैंने ऐसा कहा नहीं कोई criminal है. बट इसमें कोई बहुत बड़ा तोप का काम तो किया
नहीं
नहीं गया.
मगर क्राइम करने के लिए वो लोग भी अभी मदद किए ना तो.
This is some.
All right.
Some.
I think this is a discussion which is not ending anytime soon. So,
No,
Kasturi,
Marya,
Shankar, we
I
really
just want to
appreciate your
say
time.
this. I want to say this.
Yes.
This is the irony of India, or rather the tragedy of India, where corruption, where such looting, where political horse trading, these are all absolutely officially illegal. But corruption is illegal. Hum to, we take it in our flow. And what is not illegal, we are outraged about that. That is the tragedy and the
हम
irony
ही
of India.
बढ़ावा देते हैं मैडम. करप्शन के लिए आप खड़ी हो जाएंगी ना तो करप्शन नहीं रहेगा. ठीक है, हम बोलते ज्यादा है
मैं
बट
तो
हम खुद ही
खड़ी होती हूँ, मैं खड़ी होती हूँ,
हम
but people take it. People, we have accepted things that are
हमने
illegal.
आदत डाली है उनको. हमने
Smoking in
आदत डाली.
public is illegal,
आज
and we
यदि
accept it.
नंगेपन की आदत डालेंगे ना तो कल हर जगह नंगा आदमी दिखेगा, नंगी औरत दिखेगी. तो हमको
हर
इसको
जगह
रोकना है.
करप्शन है, हर जगह इतने सारे अत्याचार होते हैं, हम उनके बारे में बात नहीं कर रहे हैं.
अत्याचार होता है,
रणवीर के बैक साइड के बात कर रहे हैं हम.
ऐसा अत्याचार होके कोई निकल तो जाता नहीं है. कोर्ट है, जुडिशियली सिस्टम हमारी इसीलिए बनी है.
All right, Vedika, thank you so much. And Kasturi, Shankar, really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
With that, it's a wrap on this discussion on that nude photo shoot of Ranveer Singh.